This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com.
Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Well, let's return back to the gold market and take a look at this asset right now, this commodity. Well, market yesterday has held above the major support areas. We said that if market will pass through this area, that will open the door right to these lows, because that is in fact the final edge for the bulls, final edge of the support, since here in fact some sort of the free area, because except maybe this 100% extension of that ABCD, and that probably is the 7, 6, 8 support, fib support, minor fib support area, would not have anything. So that is the major support, because that is the monthly pivot support 1, major 618 support 1276, 1277 probably. Well, and you see that market has held above it, and what we say yesterday even has returned right back inside of this range of this candle that has appeared on Thursday on the previous week, 2 weeks ago, when this was the FOMC meeting. One of our assumption was that if market returns right back in the range of the big bar that has been broken to the downside, it means that it should continue move higher, at minimum to the upper border or something of that sort. Well, personally, I think that market easily could, for instance, test the monthly pivot point, because that hasn't happened yet. So that was the 30th of the September bar. So in October, market hasn't tested yet the October pivot point. But in general, guys, this action right now is not very interesting, because, as I said in the research on the euro currency, some big moves are standing ahead. Because many investors now are speaking about the fears that government will not raise the debt ceiling on October 17th and so on. That could be the default on the United States, and they explain the current growing gold market by this reason, and maybe this is true. Partially, this is probably the truth, that somebody are trying to hedge the risk and take the positions on the gold market. But as I said in the euro research, I will not repeat everything, because it's really the big speech was. But the defaults never happen by plan. They happen suddenly, and everybody knows that within the 2 weeks there will be the debt sale. That's why I hardly believe that really any default happens. What I do believe is that government could come to the agreement on the debt sale rising right at the edge of the October 17th, or maybe even in October 17th. That will be the Thursday, and that really could happen to put the more panic and the more doom and gloom on the markets, when market participants will see that only a few hours left till the default in the United States. The market really could start diving into just terrible panic. That really could be the target of the really big whales, big financial whales, the hidden that stands undercover. That really could happen, and I in fact could believe in this, but I can't believe that default will happen when within the 2 weeks that everybody on the market knows that about this date. That's why what application it could get with the trading on the gold market. First of all, on the fears, I can't exclude that market could reach slightly higher, but I expect that some significant, really miserable plunge down could happen, with a lot of screaming of those who take in the long positions, trying to avoid, trying to hedge these risks. And this plunge could be really terrible on the gold market. I suspect that. Also, guys, one of the reasons why I think so is the fundamental part of analysis that we have posted in our weekly research on the euro currency. Here I explain the link between the stock market and the gold market, and why this could happen in October and why this should happen in October. That's the major moment that we should keep an eye on and keep in our brains. I don't know whether we will be able to catch the moment to join with those who will start to sell and then join with those who start to buy. Because the major idea of this plunge, if this will happen, is just to make the gold cheap and to enter on the panic. When everybody will start to sell, they will be buying because they need the huge volumes, and to buy on the falling market is the moment that they would like to do. That makes the task easier than trying to catch the retracements on the rising market. That's difficult, and they can't put the large volume in the buying with the retracements because they start to impact on the price, and price starts to grow. But when the market stands in panic and everybody starts to sell on the relief on the possible default, they will start to buy, and hence we should keep an eye on it. That's just my idea, and I don't know will you agree with it or not, but that looks for me reasonable. And that moment that I will keep an eye on. Especially that looks reasonable for me in light of situation on the stock market that we have announced in the weekly research in our forum. And that probably will be the major action. But what will happen right now? Well, I can't exclude that market could drift slightly higher. That's possible. But at the same time, market could reestablish the downward action at any moment. So if you will take a look at the 4-hour time chart, well, here you'll see all the trickiness of the current situation. First of all, take a look. That market has bounced up after this ABCD pattern that we have discussed. So market has completed. I will make you just a bit more clear picture. So market has accomplished ABCD, turned to the reasonable retracements. That's absolutely logical when the market showed the retracement after hitting ABCD pattern. But take a look how market has reached this target with this really huge candle to the downside. In many cases, if market shows some plunge down right to the 100% extension, it usually takes the continuation lower. The 1618 extension of that ABCD stands precisely at the 1618 of butterfly. That is reversal pattern. And they are stand around 1240. That is not the previous lows on the daily time frame. 1240 stands right around 100% extension of this ABCD bottom. Okay? So 1240 is the level that appointed by the intraday patterns that has target around this area. That's why I can't exclude that market could continue to move down. But at the same time, market now is driven, as I said, not by the fundamental aspects or even more technical aspects, but mostly by the fears. And that puts market in some unreasonable action. When the market is driven by a fear, it could move without any common sense, without any logic. That's why, by these fears, I can't exclude that market really could continue to move higher and reach the monthly pivot point or even the upper border of the daily consolidation. It's right here on the fears of the investors, especially if we will return back to the discussion of this range. The market has broken down and returns right back. So market really could continue to move higher. That's why currently, as our target has been hit by the market, and market has reached these lows and hit this ABCD pattern target 618. Currently, personally, I don't want to take any position because we don't have any clear patterns. Market stands at a retracement. Now it stands at the conference resistance in the 4-hour time frame chart. Well, and here it could continue to move down following the normal development after this really big plunge, and usually market continues to move down. Or by the fears, market could drift higher. I can't say this definitely right now. Well, that's why I do not call you to take any position. Well, if you find something on the 15-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart to trade some patterns, well, you could do this. But in the higher time frames, on the daily, on the hourly time frame chart, well, I do not see clear setup right now. My major object is to wait resolving the turmoil with this debt sale, and to see the punishment of those who now trying to buy the gold. Because I think that this situation will be a bit more complicated than it looks now, and even more complicated as it looks on the TV and the papers, and say, well, this is the shutdown of the government. What we will do with the debt sale on October 17th? Let's buy gold. Let's hedge from these risks. I think that this will be more cunning action with this, and those people who could impact on this situation, they will definitely will do this, trying to grab more money from the markets.